We got all the doors on. It's time to install some hardware. Hey everybody, welcome back to Furniture Flipping Teacher. Long time no see. We are starting this video exactly where we left off in the last video. If you remember, we primed everything, so now it is time to get some paint on these lower cabinets and make this area come to life. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Neiman. We just got our dream storefront located in Omaha, Nebraska, and we've got 10 weeks before our grand opening.
And we are going to be transforming this space into a beautiful place where so much magic will happen.
From painting and selling furniture
to hosting workshops and furniture contests, this place will have it all. And best of all, we're bringing you along on yet another journey with FFT.
Buckle up and enjoy the ride.
So the color that I have chosen for these base cabinets is going to be actually the same color we have on all our doors, which is called Cracked Pepper. So it is the 2024 color of the year from Behr, and it's just such a nice color that I figured it would make the most sense to continue it on over here and pair it with some nice black hardware, just like we did on the doors. We got all the doors on. Next is to put the drawers in. It's time to install some hardware, and this thing is already looking so good, like it does look like it's always been here, a built-in, which is exactly what I was thinking. The one thing that I think is gonna help elevate it and make it not look so cookie cutter cabinets like I just grabbed them from Home Depot like I did, is to add some hardware. So the doors have the matte black hardware. I figured we'll go ahead and also have that over here. So I picked up some handles on Amazon for the doors and then some knobs on Amazon for the drawers. So I'm gonna be installing these on there, and I've also got my hardware jig to help me get my perfect holes just like I would any furniture. This thing works on cabinetry as well. So another portion of the cabinet that Neiman actually had a great idea to do was on the countertop to have in the back portion another level that's underneath the shelf but still can have things on it, just to give us another level to go vertical rather than continuing it horizontal across the whole countertop. Really liked the idea, so we're executing it. I grabbed some pine 6-inch boards and screwed them all together to go the length of the counter, and we're just gonna get them sanded down and stained. And in the meantime, I'm gonna start prepping for the next wall that's also getting the shelves. Same thing that we did over there, same boards, same brackets, but that's where I'm gonna be putting my thrifted glass collection behind the cash wrap counter. So lots of staining and sanding gonna happen right now so that we can keep moving along on our projects. All right, so I'm using the same stain that I used on the other shelves, which is the dark walnut gel stain from Varathane. I really liked using this gel stain. The one caveat I have is that it's oil-based, so the cleanup kind of sucks. But other than that, oh, and it's a little bit smelly. But other than that, it's really pretty easy to work with. All right, next I'm gonna continue on with the other 4 shelves. I'm not stressing, you're stressing. Just kidding. But 8 days as of this recording, we have until we open. Woohoo! All right, back here. We are going to be doing shelving. I've been talking about this for some time now, so I'm really excited to get going on this project. As you can see, the cash wrap is still where it is because we haven't moved it yet, but we're going to be kind of just maneuvering different things around, deciding the placement of everything so we can get these shelves up to hold all of my pretty colored glass. All right, we decided this is where we're gonna be leaving the cash wrap. Kind of moved it around, and this is just gonna be the best spot. And then back there, we are confident that we're gonna start it at 48 inches, the bottom shelf. That way it doesn't get in any of our way for walking behind here. There's, I don't know, probably about 4 feet from the back of the desk to the wall. So we're ready to hang some shelves.
Welcome.
Hi. I know you guys have been waiting so patiently. Thanks for putting up with our timeline. It was, yes, I am so glad that you love it. A lot of people loved it, but nobody wanted it. There's always one at least, right? And time to have a come to Jesus moment. Unfortunately, after all this work that we just did hanging these brackets, The bottom two look really great, but when we get up to the next level, we're having an issue with running into a metal something. I don't think that it's necessarily like the electric, because it literally spans this whole area. It could be the electric, but we cannot even push through. This used to be a gym, and this was where the TVs were. So my theory is that it was like some type of brackets where the TVs hung on, and it needed to be that metal strong to hold the TVs. Regardless of what is back there, we can't continue the shelving up, which really stinks, because my idea this whole entire time that we got this place was to have this thrifted glass shelving wall. So instead, we're gonna switch gears. We're still gonna have the shelving wall. Neiman, Izzy, and I were brainstorming some different ideas, and then Neiman came up with the idea that we just sort of did like a built-in shelving unit that basically starts on the floor and then is just like we build it up, instead of having to rely on the wall above here for support. So since we can at least screw in the studs here and here, we can for sure brace it to the wall, so it still will be super sturdy. We'll be able to screw it in where it needs to, and then I'll just build it myself. So I'm gonna head to Home Depot. First, I'm gonna take these down, and then I'm gonna head to Home Depot and load up the truck with some wood. I've got a map, maybe not a map, but a little drawing here that I kind of drew of a little outline sketch of sort of what's in my head when Neiman said that. I had actually pinned something on Pinterest that looked similar to this, but we're just gonna go ahead and give it a go. Why not? It's a bummer. I'm definitely feeling a little bit defeated, but I'm ready to take it in stride and get this next project going. All right, it is 7 days away from the grand opening, so we are hard at work today. We've got all hands on deck again. Nana had to go home, but she will be back a few days before grand opening. But we got Mom here, Dad here, Neiman here, me here, and Izzy here. And I am staining the boards still, because I ran out of stain last night. But once I stain the boards, we'll be able to start top coating and putting that built-in together that I showed you guys. And then I've got the other people doing some other things for me. Okay, so over here I have Izzy cleaning the signs that came down from outside. We are actually gonna be DIYing these signs. So look, check out for that in another future video, because we can't show you everything, because that would entail showing you like the name of the shop, which we're not revealing yet, as you guys know. So she's cleaning them, and she's gonna get them primed for me today, so that next step I can do is paint them, and then we're gonna be using the Cricut to put vinyl on there for the name. Then we've got Mom over here on the bathroom floor, and she is working on removing the paint from like the tile that I probably got on there when I was painting. We got this Crud Cutter latex paint remover, and she says it works really well. So if you need a latex paint remover, we're not sponsored, but Mom says we should give them a shout out because it's a good product. So she's gonna work on the bathrooms and then that upper tile area as well. Dad's gonna be doing some outlets, changing out the flushers on the toilets, helping me build the shelves, which he doesn't know about yet. And yeah, Neiman is behind the camera, and he'll just be helping out wherever he needs help. We got a busy day. So I'm going to be taking this electricity and not moving it, but allowing it to be accessed from the top here. And so with that being said, I'm going to use my drill to just do a little hole that will fit a 3-prong plug-in so that we can have it on the top of the countertop here. All right, it works. Now I've got my shelf to put up here, and we'll have to do another hole in the top of that. All right, so I want this shelf to have some supports. So I'm taking some pieces of wood right on the studs, gonna screw them in, and then I'll just brad nail the top of the shelf down into the support that I am screwing in right now. All right, you guys, this looks really good over here. I think this was just what we needed to kind of elevate this space a little bit. Now we're getting this much closer to being able to stock this area with some paint. It's time to unbox some paint. It's been a long time coming. We've got like 11 boxes from Dixie Belle, 13 boxes from Lily Moon. These are two of my very favorite paints that I have used over the past 3 years. And they're also they've been so supportive of us and our mission since the beginning. So without further ado, I'm gonna have some help unboxing all of these, but I did want to just at least open a couple by myself because this is just nostalgic and exciting, and it's really coming to life. The store, like now we're finally being able to place products in here, and it's gonna be awesome to be able to bring these two great paints here to this area because as of right now, there's nothing like this here. So we're excited to be the ones to bring it. These Dixie Belle boxes are really, really heavy, so I'm assuming they're gonna be pretty packed. If you didn't know, we are an elite retailer for Dixie Belle, which means we basically are going to be carrying a majority of their products. The one that we aren't carrying at the start is going to be the Terra clay paint, but maybe eventually if that's something that our customers want and ask for, we can absolutely carry it as well. All right, so all this is silk paint, I believe. Nice. All right, we're gonna keep opening paint, but we also are getting a custom order of for me to redo someone's furniture, and they're dropping it off today. And I had to get out some colors so that they can choose which colors they wanted on their piece. So it's gonna be an armoire. And we've got drop cloth and fluff. These are the two colors that they're gonna be choosing from. And they are just pulling up, so come on in. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the chaos. Back to paint. It looks like they got it all unboxed already. Oh. Holy cow, and Dad's taking a nap.
Done?
Done.
Done unpacking.
Looks good. How many boxes is that right there?
And I think she said there were 13.
13.
Right?
The aftermath.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Very good.
What's next now? Over there?
Well, inventory. I would
Inventory.
say.
Inventory, organize, and sell.
All right, last screw in this shelving unit that Dad and I spent most of the day doing. It's time to push it up. I think it's gonna take all three of us to push it up and see what it looks like. See if my vision came to life. I hope so. I'm back here in the next morning. We did a lot yesterday. I mean, we got the built-in, the shelving unit built. I stained all of that, top coated all of that, cut all of that, and built all of that in less than 24 hours. That was pretty good. We do still have to like mount it to the wall and stuff, so it's not like 100% done, but it's built. And that, I mean, that's probably like the biggest thing I've ever built. So that was fun to do with my dad. Mom and Izzy got all of the paint opened and it looks amazing. All of that paint, like it's crazy that this is real, that we are gonna be selling everything. But that brings me to our next project. I'm here, it's about 10 o'clock. And I actually recruited 2 of my friends to come and help me do a fun project where we are going to be taking some chip brushes and dipping them into paint and letting them dry, and that is going to kind of turn into a little photo wall over there. So I'm really excited to see this come to life, but it's going to take a little bit of time to get these chip brushes dipped and things like that. So what I've decided is that I'm going to take 1 8-ounce jar of each Dixie Belle color that I got, which was all of them in the chalk mineral line, and keep it for the use of the shop. So like any future projects that we may have, we're starting with this project, but I just want to be able to have enough paint colors on hand for future projects. So I'm going to confiscate 8 of these, or all of these 1 8-ounce jar of each color to start this project. And then we're gonna maybe do like an assembly line or something. Whenever they get here, we'll kind of iron out the details, but I'm gonna get everything set up and start making some examples. All right, I'm gonna do a trial run here. So pretty. This is honky tonk red. I'm already getting paint on me. Okay, so I have these paint sticks that I want to paint, and I want to do the chip brush. So I'm going to attempt to use the chip brush to paint the stick like so, like that. Lay that. This is wax paper, so I'm hoping that the paint, like, I know it might stick to it, but it won't like rip it off and stick to it. I hope. And then I want to take the chip brush and dip it about there. And then I want that to dry like that. So we're gonna place it like that. And then we're gonna do that with every single color. So let's do it. All right, we are going to put a backer board on this shelf that Dad and I built, just because I think that's gonna really finish off the look. So last night I went ahead and stained some oak plywood, the same color as the backer board, or as the shelves. So we're gonna move this baby over and put them on. This thing is very heavy, so Neiman's gonna help me, and hopefully we can do it. All right, I've got to measure this. So since this is a 10-foot board, plus we added these like 1/2-inch boards on the edges, of course 2 wasn't going to be enough and 3 is too much. So I'll cut the other piece that I bought. So I just need to measure, so it looks like about 25 inches, 25 1/4 inch. So just a little over 2 feet. We're gonna cut the last piece of the plywood. Because I was like debating, do I do white back there? Yeah. Do I do wood? Do I do some type of like design, like beadboard or something like that, or like shiplap? And then I was like, all right, I'm just gonna do this. So this shelf total probably costs like maybe like $400. So not too bad for
what it is.
Yeah, it's freaking massive. And it's so heavy. It's not perfect, but me and my dad did a pretty good job.
I think it looks great.
Thank you. All right, so that is gonna do it for today's video. I am in love with this shelf. Dad and I also went ahead and mounted it to the wall, so it's super sturdy, not coming down. I can't wait to see some more of the colored glass up there. Nana is about ready to start putting it up there. Things are truly coming together, you guys. We are in crunch time, but things are looking up. We even got our open sign in, so that's gonna get hung in the window, and just so many other things that need to happen within these next couple of days. But look out for future videos because we are going to be sharing a ton of videos about the end of our journey to grand opening. We've got signage, we're gonna be announcing the name of our store. Just so many great things I cannot wait to share with you guys. So get subscribed down below, check out the links down below. The links down below include our Amazon wish list. They include the live stream links. So check those out. Also check out our Facebook event page so that you guys can be the first to be notified about everything that has to do with our grand opening. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the flip side.